Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Right on these two. Let's go, Woo, Eddie! 54's Mike. Check.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. 20, 10, touchdown, Cowboys! Mecole Hardman, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. First play from scrimmage all the way into the end zone. Look, the pass was good, but that run after the catch, that's what was really impressive.
And I think the big question I have is, where were the safeties? Where was the tackling? Because going into this game, they had to know that they were going to be tested. That was a part of the defense that had to stand up. And on that play, not even close.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Here we go. 60 orange. 66. Bullet high.
On first down, it's Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. Second down.
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. From the gun, Martinez. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's taken down. But able to slip across the 35.
Here we go.
A gain of 12. First down, Philadelphia.
Ready.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
I got him. Rush in. Check 13. Let's go.
Here's Taylor. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
At the 43-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now second and 4.
6 man. Check girls.
Second and 4. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Touchdown.
And remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
The extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's going to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big. I spy a couple of extra defensive backs on the field for Dallas.
Cowboys in the dime on 3rd. Operating from the gun, Martinez. And that will be incomplete. Some mistakes already in the first quarter. If he holds on to that one, 1st down.
Yeah, and I'll guarantee you that at least one defensive back out there has reminded him of that fact, trying to get into his head and hoping that'll affect him the rest of the game.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line.
At their own 11-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. 1st and 10. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it, and he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Yellow, 180. I got it.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And he's got At the hook up to Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to look deep for Moore. Trying to fit it into Moore, but it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Taylor. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. When you're down early, how do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
First down, Eagles.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 60 out.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And, boy, this defense, again, really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside,
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. This is a nice little stretch he's putting together. Remember, 3 sacks last week.
And now he's off to the races in this game because he thinks, okay, that's the start of something big because he's in a zone. He's locked in. So offensively, you've got to occupy him. Maybe even run the ball at him as opposed to passing it so he can't just pin his ears back and rush the quarterback.
And the Cowboys here on third down bringing in an extra defensive back. Back to throw. Martinez. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to make it fourth down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Watch the run, watch the run. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. No.
On first down, Taylor. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
With the score, Cowboys 14, Eagles nothing.
So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Martinez now operating from the gun. And this is caught by Evans. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And it's third down.
Down. 10 Tucson. Protein Smith. Let's get off the field, D.
Martinez on third down. And that is incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they can really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now.
To throw, it's Mahomes. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Taking it, and this will be caught at the 30. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Cowboys first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Yellow. 57 colors, 61. Matchbox, right. Check, nickel.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got it to Ingram, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And again, it's Mahomes. He rifles complete, caught by Moore. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Mahomes to throw once more. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Mahomes going to throw. On the catch, it's Crowder. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 7.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Now Mahomes. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
They come up in an offset eye.
Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen.
They'll look to run with Ingram, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Point after, up and good. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
You're on Copper. Copper. Wide. Get wide. Go. Let him.
They'll run with Taylor. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Right, didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Eagles on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Check 3.
Martinez from the gun. He'll throw. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Jamie Gillen. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Here's more on the return. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's caught inside the 25. A big play here for the Cowboys. And even 50 yards. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Cortland Sutton with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm one preaching patience. Yeah. You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Martinez. He finds Taylor, complete. And he's got some space here. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
To throw is Martinez on 1st and 10. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Martinez. He completes it to Evans. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
2nd and 4 at the Cowboys' 15-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Martinez. And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. Here's Martinez operating from the gun. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Intended for number 23. Incomplete. It's 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Shoot! He's coming! We got double up!
2nd and 9 now. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer, and likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. Martinez now from the gun, he'll throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This is a 26-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here at half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun, Martinez. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Check. Watch twist.
Now Martinez to throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Returning it is Moore. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Mike, 53. Mike. Heavy on the edges. Attack. 0-15. Hey, rip lift. 53 is the mark.
On 1st down, Mahomes.
Undercut.
And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Out time. Let's get off the field. Tighten up. Bravo. 53's the mic. 53. Check 53. Watch the screen.
Mahomes now to throw. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
Double dog. That's the way. Mike's 5'4". Let's go. Mike's 54.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
I'm going to run you over.
Martinez throwing again. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Mike 7, let's go. Mike 4, in your face. Mike 4, let's go.
From the gun, Martinez. And that will be incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Here's Jamie Gillen now. He's been terrific so far. Fielded at the 20. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that would look pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hey, one set. Hey, Ripple is 54. Mike, 54. It's coming this way, Here we go, Here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause, to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
Mahomes now 11 of 17 passing thus far. He's got his guys a 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. He's got Mason complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down at will. Throwing now is Mahomes. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Cortland Sutton, his 21st touchdown of the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. The point after is good, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run with Taylor, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Check 50.
To throw is Martinez, operating from the gun. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films. They came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
14 yards, good for a Cowboy 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick, and shifty. Can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Mahomes firing complete. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Scott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Boston Scott, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. 2nd and 1. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. 2nd and 5. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Looking to throw. Martinez. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Martinez throwing on 4th down. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Back to throw. Martinez. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. We know that the rookie's going to go to a top target like that often. That time, though, maybe a little telegraphed.
And that's not unusual because you do tend to lock in on one of your better players, and when under duress, when in doubt, you're going to throw the ball in his direction because oftentimes you could be wrong, but that receiver will make you right. But it won't happen every time. Good defenders know this, and they get attracted to the football.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
All day, every day.
To throw, it's Mahomes. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. No problem there on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this one complete to Seth Roberts. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
The Eagles on 3rd down. Can you believe it? 0 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Martinez. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah. He needs better protection, that's for sure. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And that will skip out of bounds right at about the 18-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for Philadelphia. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Taken right around the 44. A special teams mistake there, no doubt. Just 26 yards officially on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the fourth quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Avoids him at the 40. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with second and a yard. On the carry, this is Scott. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
On third down, Scott. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
It's fourth down.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on fourth down. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Dallas, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1.